They have deceived you about Stoicism. They tell you it's a philosophy of tranquility, of inner peace. But what's the truth? Stoicism is not for the weak. It is not the path for those who just want to feel better. It is iron discipline, absolute control, the way to forge a mind that cannot be broken. They don't want you to know this because a truly stoic man is one who cannot be controlled. He is not manipulated by emotions, not ruled by fear, not programmed by society to live a meaningless life. In this video, I will expose 7 truths about Stoicism that they have deliberately hidden from you. If you are strong enough to handle them, watch until the end. If not, go back to your illusions. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and like if you're new here. It helps me keep bringing you more valuable content. Do you think being stoic means turning into an emotionless machine? Completely wrong. The truth is, Stoics do not run from emotions. They simply do not let emotions control them. Imagine you're driving on a road full of potholes. If you react instinctively to every bump, you'll lose control and crash. Emotions work the same way. If you let fear, anger, or sadness dictate your actions, you will make foolish decisions. Stoics understand that emotions are part of being human, but they do not let them take the wheel. Marcus Aurelius, one of Rome's greatest emperors, once wrote in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This means you can feel anger, but you are not forced to act in anger. You can feel fear, but you do not have to behave like a coward. The modern world is full of people who are fragile over meaningless things. A negative comment online, a judgmental glance, a minor failure. Stoics are not like that. They understand that events don't create emotions. Your interpretation of them does. If someone insults you, you can get angry, or you can smirk and keep doing what you need to do. Remember, Stoicism does not mean being numb. It means you master your emotions instead of letting your emotions master you. And that is the difference between a strong man and a weak one. If you're broke, that's your fault. If you're lonely, that's your fault. If you hate your job but keep working it, guess what? That's your fault too. We live in an era where everyone wants to be a victim. They blame their parents, the government, the economy, their boss, their friends, even some invisible system that's keeping them from success. They believe they can't change their lives because of external forces. That is a lie. Stoics do not believe in complaining. They understand that their lives are under their control. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, was born a slave, but he never used his past as an excuse. Instead, he mastered his reaction to circumstances, rose above them, and became a legendary teacher of philosophy. Take a hard look at your life right now. If you're not satisfied, ask yourself, what can I do to change it? Don't ask why life is unfair. Don't expect someone to come and save you. No one cares. Do you want a strong body? Train. Do you want more money? Learn and work smarter. Do you want better relationships? Improve yourself instead of expecting others to change for you. The world owes you nothing. No one is obligated to help you. If you want a better life, stop whining and take action. Have you ever seen 2 people face the same terrible situation but react completely differently? One breaks down, complains, and drowns in negativity. The other accepts reality, finds a way forward, and comes out even stronger. The difference lies in one thing: how they choose to face suffering. Stoicism teaches that suffering does not come from circumstances but from how we perceive them. Marcus Aurelius once said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Think about it. If losing a job is a disaster, why do some people use being fired as an opportunity to start a business and become more successful than ever? If a breakup is the end of the world, why do some people emerge from failed relationships as stronger versions of themselves? The truth is, you cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond to it. You can see adversity as a reason to quit, or you can see it as a test to forge yourself. Weak people let negative emotions consume them. Strong people turn pain into fuel. Epictetus was once a slave, tortured by his master to the point of being permanently crippled. But he didn't sit there and complain. He used his mind to study philosophy, and today he is remembered as one of the greatest Stoic thinkers of all time. If a man who was enslaved could rise above his circumstances, what excuse do you have? If this video made you think, hit like now. Comment below. How have you applied Stoicism in your life? Stoic success, unbreakable mindset, total control. Do you think having more money, buying luxury cars, or owning a big house will make you happy? Think again. If wealth was the key to happiness, why do so many billionaires and celebrities fall into depression, addiction, and even suicide? Stoicism teaches that true happiness doesn't come from external things, it comes from within. Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." You can own everything in the world, but if your mind is controlled by greed, envy, and fear of loss, you will never truly be happy. Imagine this: you buy a new car. At first, you're excited, but then you get used to it. After a few months, it's just another car. Then, you start wanting a newer, more expensive one. This cycle repeats endlessly, with new phones, designer clothes, even fame and power. The more you chase happiness externally, the more it will always feel just out of reach. Stoics understand that happiness comes from mastering their own thoughts and emotions. They focus on what they can control: self-discipline, gratitude, and their reactions to the world around them. A person can lose everything but still remain calm and at peace. That is true wealth. If you want to be happy, stop searching for it in material things. Instead, build inner strength. Learn to appreciate what you have. Develop discipline, and focus on what you can control. When you master yourself, you will realize that happiness is not something you chase, it's something you create. Are you waiting for someone to show up and change your life? A mentor to guide you? A golden opportunity to fall into your lap? A fairer government? A better economy? Someone who will recognize your value and lift you up? If so, wake up, no one cares. The world doesn't owe you a good life. No one is obligated to help you succeed. Everyone is busy with their own struggles. If you're waiting for someone to rescue you, you'll be waiting forever. Stoics understand this truth. They don't rely on others, and they don't place hope in things they can't control. They focus only on themselves, on action, on discipline, on becoming valuable through relentless self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He was the emperor of Rome, but he never fooled himself into thinking that power or status would protect him. He knew that only wisdom and discipline could get him through adversity. Take a hard look at your life. How many times have you thought, "If only someone would help me"? But if you truly want change, why aren't you helping yourself? Why aren't you learning new skills, working harder, building the discipline to become stronger? Stop waiting. No one is coming to save you. But that's not bad news. It's freedom. Because once you stop expecting others to lift you up, you will realize that you have full control over your own destiny. Have you ever wondered why you feel empty even when everything in life seems fine? You have a decent job, a comfortable bed, food at your fingertips, entertainment at the push of a button. Yet you feel unmotivated, no drive, nothing worth fighting for. The truth is, comfort is killing you. Humans weren't designed to sit safely in their comfort zones. Thousands of years of evolution forged our ancestors into hunters, warriors, people who had to struggle against brutal nature to survive. But today, we no longer have to hunt for food. We no longer have to fight to stay alive. Everything is convenient, easy, effortless, and that is making people weak. You can see this clearly in those who have never faced hardship. They are fragile, easily offended, and overreact to the smallest inconvenience. A single criticism crushes them. A minor challenge makes them give up. They don't know how to deal with reality because they've never had to. Stoics refuse to live this way. They understand that adversity is what forges strength. Marcus Aurelius didn't sleep on the silk sheets of an emperor. He stayed in the military camps with his soldiers. Seneca advised people to occasionally live like a poor man to train their resilience. They did not seek comfort. They sought toughness. Do you want your life to be meaningful? Then stop taking the easy road. Train even when your body wants to rest. Face challenges even when you're afraid. Do hard things, because only by overcoming them will you truly feel alive. Life is not for the weak. Either you make yourself strong, or this world will crush you. No one likes talking about death. We live as if we have unlimited time. We delay our dreams, postpone what truly matters, settle for mediocrity, and tell ourselves that someday we'll change. But here's a brutal truth you don't want to face. You will die, and it may be sooner than you think. Stoics do not fear death. They use it as a tool to live more powerfully. They remind themselves every day that time is finite. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." What does that mean? It means you don't have time to waste. Look at your life right now. How many days have passed where you weren't truly alive? How many mornings have you woken up without purpose? How many goals have you abandoned because you assumed you had plenty of time? The truth is, you don't know how much time you have left. A car crash, a heart attack, an unexpected illness, and it's over. But what's even more terrifying than death itself is not having lived before you die. You will leave this world with dreams unfulfilled, with things you wanted to do but never had the courage to pursue. And worst of all, you will die with regret. So stop waiting. Do what matters now. Love the people close to you while you still can. Chase your goals today. Become the strongest version of yourself, because every second you waste is a second you will never get back. Now you know the truth. No one is coming to save you. No one cares about your excuses. The world is not kind, and if you are not strong enough, it will crush you. You can continue living a mediocre life, avoiding challenges, letting emotions control you, and die without leaving a mark. Or you can wake up. Stoicism is not just a theory, it is a way to live with power in the face of adversity. Master your emotions. Take full responsibility for your life. Accept suffering as part of growth. Stop chasing happiness in meaningless things. Stop waiting for someone to help you. Train yourself. Live as if every day were your last. In the end, there's only one question. Will you keep living like a victim, or will you rise up and take control of your destiny? The choice is yours, and you must make it now. Thank you for being here. If you found this video helpful, subscribe, turn on notifications, and like this video. Don't forget to leave a comment so we can spread positivity together.